Welcome back to the show. Our next guest has proven that impossible is merely just a word. At the age of 57, Terry Hitchcock ran 75 consecutive marathons on 75 consecutive days. That's right. Not only did this put him in the record books, it was a way for Terry to bring awareness to the hardships faced by single parents like himself. Terry chronicles this amazing accomplishment in his book, A Father's Odyssey, and we're very happy to welcome Terry to the show this morning to tell us more. Good morning, my friend. Great to have you here.
How are you?
I am doing great. Wow, where do we start with this? 75 marathons on 75 consecutive days.
Yes.
I don't know whether to ask why or how first. Let's ask why did you do it?
Well, I was a single parent. I lost my wife to breast cancer at a very young age, and I was raising my 3 children, and I saw what I went through and what my children were going through, and I thought, someday I want to do something to make a difference and to raise awareness as to what is happening to 35 million single parents and their kids.
And that sounds very, very noble and very brave, but the 75 consecutive days, that seems impossible. Is that what you wanted to do? Did you want to take something that you know, basically cannot be done and do it?
Well, no. What I really wanted to do is just do something where I would attract the attention of the media. And my hero was Terry Fox, a Canadian 19-year-old who lost his leg to cancer, and he attempted to go across Canada. He didn't make it. In fact, he passed away about halfway across. But he was my hero. And I thought, well, maybe I can do something like that. You know, I'm old as dirt, if you will. I'm not a runner. I'm a racquetball player. But maybe if I could get on the highway, I could at least get the attention of the media.
It really brings up visions of Forrest Gump.
Oh, yes.
Running across the country.
I was called that every day.
Oh, really? So you did this after the Forrest Gump?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
everybody.
What year did you do this?
1996.
Okay, so yes, you did it after the movie Forrest Gump. And that's what comes up now. You said you suffered some injuries, and you mentioned 2 broken ankles and a broken patella, the kneecap, during this?
Oh, yes. I think I was in Kentucky, and my team had quit. There's a lot of stories in this. My team quit after about 30 days, and so I was there.
Only 30 marathons in a row.
Only 30 in a row. And so I was there with my oldest son, who said, "I'm not going to leave you, Dad." And so one day I was running, and I was in great, great pain. And we were in Kentucky, and my son said, "Look, we passed a hospital. Let's go back, and let's see if something is wrong with your ankles." So we went back, and the doctor took x-rays of my knees and my ankles. And he got down, he said, come here, Hitchcock. So we went over to this wall, and the x-rays were on the wall, and he said, "Now, do you see that? That's your right ankle. Now, see that? That's a crack. You know, you have a broken ankle. You know, you've got to go home." And he showed me all the x-rays, and I said, "Well, I really can't, Doc." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Well, I've got 10 more miles to go."
Oh.
So I went back out, and you just have to gut it out.
10 more miles and 45 more marathons to go.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the book for? I mean, it's about the 75 marathons and 75 consecutive days, but it's much more than that,
Oh,
too.
yes. It's really my entire life. The marathons are just part of it. It's my life story when I was young, going through some really tough times as a child. I was kidnapped. I was in a street gang. I was through broken homes, and I made it. I made it, you know, on the right road, if you will. And it's my whole life, and it really shows any reader that nothing is impossible. If you have a dream, then live your dream. In fact, on the bookmark that comes with the book, a very well-known educator said, "This book should be read by every child in the world."
Absolutely.
And so it's a pretty powerful book. There's now a documentary that was just completed by Indiewood Pictures in Los Angeles. Billy Bob Thornton is the narrator. And then next year they're going to do a feature film. I'm not sure who plays me, but it's going to be an interesting.
Who would you want to play you?
Well, I think William Macy or Robin Williams.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Proceeds.
Yes.
From the book go to a couple of charities near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, breast cancer. My wife died of breast cancer. Diabetes, because 2 of my children are diabetic. And autism, because it's about children primarily, and that's what I'm all about.
All right, let's get the website out there. It's terryhitchcock.com for more information on any of the things you're talking about.
They can actually order the book.
You've got a lot of things coming up. You're throwing out the first pitch at the Twins game on the same day as your book signing, right?
That's right.
Terry is hosting a book signing on Wednesday, September 2nd at Majors and Quinn Booksellers in Minneapolis. That event starts at 7:30 p.m. You can find Terry Hitchcock's book, A Father's Odyssey. 75 marathons in 75 consecutive days in bookstores everywhere. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Rob.